What is going on, guys? TKD123 back here video, and today we're going to be talking about a little game here called Destiny 2. Now last night I life the crap out of Destiny 2. I made it to level 20. I think I'm at level like 210 to 15ish, something like that, and I completed the story. Absolutely great game overall. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that later, but today I want to discuss a little bit of some leaks that have been happening around Destiny 2. Now, if you all recall from Destiny 1, how their kind of expansions went, right, it was two small ones, a big one, and then a couple more big ones. I think that's it, right? So to start off with, for Destiny 1, they had The Dark Below, which released on December 9th. Then they had House of Wolves, which released on May 19th. And then they got to their big expansion for year 1, which was called The Taken King. And then they went on to do Rise of Iron for the second year and stuff like that. And so one can kind of assume here that, since they did that same type of, format and way of releasing stuff along with the events they had in the middle, with stuff for Halloween, stuff for Christmas, and for Valentine's Day and everything, we are kind of assuming here that they're going to be doing the same thing with Destiny 2 as well. And there was leaks, that were kind of leaked out a few weeks ago that kind of indicate that same exact thing. So what leaked was this thing called Curse of Osiris. And this article comes out from IGN, and what they are stating here was that the leak contained a bunch of stuff detailing their next, big expansion that's coming for Destiny 2. Now, keep in mind, this is one of those kind of small ones like we got with House of Wolves and, with The Dark Below, not necessarily those big massive ones like Rise of Iron and The Taken King and stuff like that. So this is more of one of those kind of smaller, more kind of tamed expansion ones. And the Curse of Osiris that got leaked and everything has actually been confirmed by Bungie themselves, and it was the director of marketing at Bungie, and he tweeted, quote, "Curse of Osiris is not a leak, it's real." So we just straight up, nonchalantly just been like, yeah, like it's a real thing, it's not a leak, whatever, etc., stuff like that. And so I guess he felt, no guilt or shame just saying, yeah, it's real, whatever. And the actual pack is supposed to contain a new patrol zone, all new story missions, and adventures set in a new destination, Mercury, and it will also have new weapons, armor, co-op activities, and multiplayer arenas for competitive play in Crucible. And so again, this pack sounds pretty much customary to what we've got in the past with Destiny. It pretty much sounds like what we're getting here. All new story missions, we have a new place for new patrols, we have new weapons, armor, co-op activities, and co-op activities mainly meaning, I'm saying maybe strikes, or, those events that happen in public and stuff like that. And they're probably going to have also, again, like I said here, new multiplayer maps, everything. So definitely does sound like a, nice, kind of full expansion to Destiny 2. Now, what did catch my eye was that, this will be set on Mercury, right? And if you remember, of course, spoilers for the Destiny 2 campaign, spoiler alert, the Red Legion and Gold, they use the planet Mercury as kind of like a fuel to fuel the big machine that's supposed to take down the sun and everything, kind of, wipe out and destroy the solar system. So I would like to see maybe some effects of that happening, like maybe some effects of them mining Mercury and stuff like that and using its resources to fuel this giant ass machine that's supposed to take down the sun. I would love to see, the effects of them doing that on Mercury and stuff like that. Now, while the guys at Bungie, didn't say any release date, release window, whatever, stuff like that, they only confirmed the existence of the actual DLC pack. It is reportedly going to be launching sometime in December, which is a nice, kind of, again, if you think about the Destiny 1, that is when The Dark Below came out. So you can see right there is obviously some sort of repetition going on with the way they're going to roll out the DLC packs and expansions and stuff like that. So let's talk a little bit about our boy Osiris right now. Of course, you guys remember from Destiny 1, if you play a lot of Crucible, you guys were aware of the Trials of Osiris, which is basically, a mode where you could only go in with a fire team. You were given one map a week. It happened on the weekends, stuff like that, and it was very, very challenging because you had to buy your way into the actual game mode, which, was done through 500 Glimmer or stuff like that. And once you got 3 losses into the, whole game mode, you were kicked out until you got another passage coin and everything. And it was, super competitive, super dope. I've only played it only once or twice. I think I did pass in Destiny 1. I didn't really, really enjoy that much. But, if you're looking for a more competitive type of angle towards Destiny, you definitely did Trials of Osiris and stuff like that. And now we have this new DLC release, the Curse of Osiris. Who exactly the hell is Osiris, right? So let's read, let's do a little learning here. Everyone gather around, take a seat around. Let's discuss this man here, right? So basically, the kind of premise of Osiris is that he was very, very close to the speaker and everything, and was a Vanguard commander and everything, so for that he was, he was a big deal, right? Like, he was a big guy. He had, a lot to do with the kind of building of the tower and everything, and how he kind of sustained it, whatever, and even worked alongside the speaker as well. And overall, overall, you know, was a very, very good guy for the cause and everything, but he was very, very much enveloped in understanding the ways of the Hive and the ways of the Vex and everything, and most importantly, the ways of the darkness and all that. And so his misuse of resources, because he would actually move other Guardians and just use resources in a way of studying, you know, the Vex and studying the darkness and studying, you know, the Hive and everything, rather than actually protecting the city and refugees and stuff like that. And he would use these resources and Guardians to go chase a bunch of myths and stories and legends and everything, such as the Vault of Glass, which is implied, you know, in the actual DLC and everything. Thus, with him being so obsessed with all these different things and not really focusing on protecting the city and everything like that, the speaker exiled him, and then once he was exiled and everything, once he was kicked out of his role in the city and everything, he began to receive reports and orders from Eris Morn, and then employed a bunch of Guardians who were the Titan Sunbreaker class. And then, you know, those that actually are with Osiris and those that are disciples of him, they hold the weekly Crucible tournament in his honor, which is called the Trials of Osiris, which what you would play. And you know, if you were a victor in that, you were basically sought out to join the cause of Osiris and everything. So that's kind of how they found the best and the brightest Guardians, was through the Trials of Osiris. So yep, that is the background of Osiris. Let me know what you guys think about this DLC. Are you guys hyped for it? Do you guys want to know more about Osiris? Are you guys ready for this DLC? Are you guys loving Destiny 2? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're done, make sure to check out my Twitch on you. You can find my Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all the good stuff going on there. Thanks for watching, and as always, I got you.